Let's go to Behnam Ben Taleblu, Senior Fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracy, joining us from Washington, D.C. Behnam, actually, we're talking a lot about Iran just now and possible action from their proxies. Should we expect Iran to start activating those proxies in the next, or even now and in the coming days, into trying to, if you want to say it, strike at Israel while Israel's striking Hezbollah?
Well, it's a great question, and great to be with you, Kalev. Listen, this is the Islamic Republic basically functioning as a chef in a very large kitchen, moving different pots and pans off different types of burners, some that are on high, some that are on very low. And what the Islamic Republic has been trying to do since it achieved its political success with that brutal act of terrorism on October 7th is to begin to use all the other proxies. Hezbollah starting on October 8th, the Shia militias in Iraq and Syria starting on October 17th, and then the Houthis actually starting on October 19th to threaten a wider war to be able to bail out Hamas, the lowest of the low in its axis of resistance on the cheap. And that is still the overwhelming logic here. But again, this axis, this network is responsive to external stimuli with major Israeli military successes, both covert and overt, against Lebanese Hezbollah in the north as the Israeli government tries to act on its stated aim of moving back those 60,000 internally displaced persons. Iran is again reshuffling the deck, trying to find new and innovative ways to use these proxies to still on the cheap try to find some kind of soft underbelly.
Right. So that's one face of Iran, you might say, Behnam. Let's talk about the other face, the performance, and I deliberately choose that word, of President Pezeshkian there at the United Nations General Assembly.
I'm glad you used that word. I use an analogy of, this is akin to putting lipstick on a pig, and I think that's being polite because you've seen the Islamic Republic oscillate in terms of the presidents it elects, or more aptly selects, and then sends to the United Nations General Assembly every September. And in this sense, this is akin to a change in style, not substance. This is someone who is still quite keen on building bridges with America's great power competitors like Russia and China. This is someone who continues to talk about Western university students not being anti-Semites while running full cover for all sorts of anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism and anti-Israeli activity that his government promotes without ever mentioning once the brave role of Iranian protesters and Iranian university students protesting their own regime at home for decades now. So this is someone who is, again, trying to buy time for the regime's nuclear, missile, and military programs, trying to paint a different face just to get a change in substance from the West while only offering a change in style from him and from his regime.
Right. Yes, okay. All right, well, Behnam Ben Taleblu, as you say, putting lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. Behnam Ben Taleblu, Foundation for the Defense of Democracy, thank you for joining us.